Let's be more.
Hey guys, welcome to another Hammers and Dice Battle Report. I'm Esteban playing Dark Angels.
And I'm Randy, I'm playing Emperor's Children. Today we're doing a little bit of a departure from our normal battle reports. We have been doing a kind of like loosely themed Road to Terra series, but today we're doing something completely different. The podcast Heresy Hammer, which I'm sure most of you watch, decided to do a little campaign celebrating the end of 2.0, the passing of the torch, they're calling it. And they were gracious enough to let us record doing the campaign ourselves. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing the first mission in their campaign. It takes place in a planet called Gralenium. And essentially, Malcador's researchers have been working on like a hidden secretive weapon that could change the tide of the war. Of course, the traitors find out about it. And so as the loyalists are trying to get the weapon off planet, the traitors launch a surprise attack. So this is a 5-turn mission. The loyalists are the defenders, and they deploy first, and they have the first turn unless the traitors can seize. And the deployment is Dawn of War. There are 6 researchers placed in the center of the board, and both sides have to try to collect them by the end of the game. At the beginning of every game term, they move 7 inches in a random direction from a scatter. They count as independent characters, so either side, if they get within 2 inches of them, the researcher basically attaches to their unit and they can move them around. They can only be targeted by a precision strike or precision shot. And they have 3 wounds, movement of 6, strength, toughness, and initiative 3, and a 3-up armor save. And they also get a 4-up shrouded save. There's no secondaries. This is literally just you're getting points for every researcher you secure at the end of the game. And there's 1 head researcher that will be rolling for randomly who will be worth extra points.
3 points.
Yeah, so they're each worth 1 point each, except for the head researcher who's worth 3 points. So we're excited to get into it. This is a smaller game. It's 2,000 points. And the idea is that as it goes on, it's going to be a slow grow campaign. So by the end, the missions would be bigger and there'll be more named characters and all that fun stuff. So we're going to get into our army lists.
I'm running a Dreadwing list using the Dreadwing Rite of War Eschaton Imperative. Kind of feels thematic since we are playing around a secret MacGuffin weapon, and clearly that's where the Dreadwing come in. Being led by a Centurion with the Delegatus upgrade. He's got a Tyrannic Greatsword, Melt Bombs, and Artificer Armor, of course. He is my Warlord, and he's taken Marshal to Crown, so all my Dreadwing infantry are going to be getting a +1 leadership bonus while they're around him, as well as a bonus reaction in the assault phase. With him is going to be a 5-man Deathwing Companion squad. It'll be 2 Tyrannic Greatswords with Scythian pattern Aegises, and then 3 Tyrannic Greatswords with Bolters. Alongside him is a single Moratat with double Plasma Pistol, Tyrannic Greatsword, and Jump Pack. He is going to be Deathwing in this mode, so he's going to get the bonus to hitting with swords. But it's mostly just going to be jumping around trying to do his Moratat thing. I've got 2 5-man Dreadwing Interrupter squads, 1 in a Rhino. They both have Artificer Armor Sergeants, Melta Bombs, and 2 Phosphex Bombs. Followed up by 2 tactical squads, again, 1 in a Rhino. Sergeants have Plasma Pistols and Calebonite Warblades alongside Artificer Armor. Going into fast attack, I've got 2 5-man Seeker squads, just armed with Kraken Bolters. They're there to kind of do their Firewing thing. And then my last 2 heavy support choices are going to be a Leviathan Dreadnought. He's being a gun knot with double Storm Cannons and 2 Twin-Link Volkite Cavaliers, as well as a Phosphex Discharger in Dreadwing mode. And then a Sakaran Arcus. He's got the Arcus Missile Launcher. I've given him Pyrax Warheads, as well as just taking regular Heavy Bolters, Helical Targeting Ray, and Searchlights. And will also be in Dreadwing mode. And that's my list.
My list, 2,000 points of Emperor's Children. The Rite of War is the Maruskara, which allows me to do a flanking assault with up to 4 units of elites, troops, or fast attack that don't have heavy, slow, or bombard. I can pick whichever turn I want them to come in. Until they come in, all of my units on the board have +1 to their movement. My Warlord is a Delegatus with a Phoenix Power Spear, Sonic Shriekers, and a Nemesis Bolter. He has the Warlord trait, the Broken Mirror. So if any units fail a morale tests within 12 inches of him or his unit, including his unit, instead of falling back, they take a wound that no saves can be made against. and then they stay in place. He's running with a 9-man command squad with 3 power fists, 3 dual lightning claws, and 3 power axes. They're running in a dedicated transport of a Leonard Proteus with a twin-length las cannon in the hull. I have a Phoenix Warden who has a Phoenix Power Spear. He's going to be running with them as well. For elites, I have 10 Palatine Aquilae. 4 of them have Phoenix Spears, and I've upgraded the Sergeant to have Sonic Shriekers. They're going to be running with an Apothecary, who's obviously been upgraded to have a jump pack. I have 2 10-man assault squads. Both of them, the Sergeant has Artificer Armor and Power Fists. And in one of them, there's 2 Power Mauls, and in the other one, there's 2 Power Swords. And then lastly, for heavy support, I have a Predator tank with a heavy conversion beam cannon, Sponson Volkites, and a Decurion Locust. And I have a Sakaran Arcus with Sponson las cannons. Those are our lists. We're going to deploy, and then we will see you afterwards.
So here we are at the beginning of our at the end of our deployment. We've set up Dark Angels Defenders first, going first unless Randy can seize the initiative. Randy's got a flanking assault marker over here. You can tell right behind next to my Sakaran. I've set up 2 infiltrating or seeker squads, one right here, and then another one over here. And if you've noticed, I've got 2 little markers here, and these are for my Eschaton Imperative Rite of War. And what these are indicating areas of dangerous terrain. So everything within 6 inches counts as dangerous terrain.
And then also as a reminder, the entire No Man's Land is difficult terrain.
Correct. So it's going to be a really slow movement phase for both of us.
But these markers make it dangerous. But as Dreadwing, you ignore dangerous terrain.
Anything that is in Dreadwing mode. So my 2 infiltrators are Firewing, so they will not be ignoring it.
Okay.
And my...
Good to know.
Yeah. So but everything else is pretty much Dreadwing or has access to Dreadwing can stay in that mode.
All right, so why don't you walk us through the rest of your deployment?
Right, so I'll start over here. I've gotten a tactical squad. I've attached my Mortar to them. They're here just kind of ready to sweep in and gat this guy. I've got one of the 5-man Interrupter squads in Rhino over here, again, just to kind of move up really quickly and start getting those flamers into range. Got my Sakaran back here just kind of hiding in cover in case I get seized. That way he can maybe stick around for a while. And in front of him is my commander, my Delgatus, with his little command squad. They're here again to try to capture this guy in front. Leviathan's here in the middle to kind of provide some fire support. We've got a nice big open space here, so that's where his guns are going to come into play a lot. My other 5-man Interrupter, and then my other tactical squad, again, just here ready to sweep in and kind of secure this objective, or these 2 objective guys.
What turn is your extra reaction in?
And mine is in the assault phase.
Okay, mine is shooting phase.
So I've got 1 movement, 1 shooting, and 2 assault.
I will go into my deployment. So my Palatine Aquilae and one of the assault squads is in flanking assault. As Esteban mentioned, my marker is right in the back there. I can pick whatever turn I want them to come in on, so hopefully that Arcus and that Leviathan are either dead or out of the way by the time they come in. But I wanted to apply a little bit of pressure to his back lines, and also because these researchers scatter every turn, you don't really know where they're going to land up. I was worried if I put it on one of the other board edges, they might be SOL if everything shifts one way or the other, and there's a little bit more of a chance that they'll be able to kind of strike out in a lot of different places. So what I actually haven't deployed on the board, the assault squad that has the 2 power swords is here hiding. I wasn't sure where his seekers were going to infiltrate, so I wanted to try to keep them alive. They're hiding behind the Proteus right here. He doesn't have any strength 9, so he can, get a couple glances with his Arcus if he wants to shoot at first turn, but at least it won't explode, worst case scenario. My Arcus here has a few different targets. We'll see what he does. Maybe take some wounds off the Leviathan. I purposely kept it as far from the store cannons as he could because those things are disgustingly good. And then lastly, I have my Predator hidden here. We'll see what targets present themselves and, what's going to do work with that gigantic blast. So before I attempt to seize, do you want to roll for which of the researchers becomes the
yes?
So researcher?
Going through our numbers, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One of these is going to be replaced, so we'll roll right here in the middle. Get a little
and so this prime researcher is going to be worth 3 points at the end of the game.
Correct, and he is going to be at position number 2.
Okay.
So
not great for me, but very good for him.
That's right. Mr. Fancy Pants.
Fancy model for him.
Thank you, Necromundo.
So we're going to do the scattering of the researchers off camera because that's going to be a little bit tedious. But before we do that, I'm going to roll to see if I can seize the initiative. He seized on me last time we played, so we'll see what happens. Oh, it's the opposite. All right. So we'll come back with Esteban's first turn.
After sending our researchers scattering, per the mission rules, 2 of them have taken wounds because of my Dreadwing token here. So that is, as a reminder, creating a dangerous terrain effect within 6 inches. So we've rolled and 2 researchers have taken wounds, as well as one of my Seeker Squad Marines has taken a wound. The Rhino has come up here, and the Tactical Squad has moved up as well to kind of shield them. And they are automatically passing those dangerous terrain tests because they are in Dreadwing mode. Passing over here, my Sikaran has moved up, again, using his full 16-inch movement to kind of come in here and shield my command squad here. Oh, he's a little too far off, just realized. And he's getting ready to kind of open fire on the other Arcus there with his missiles. Kind of getting ready to pounce on the 2 researchers here because they've kind of scattered here into the middle and are just kind of chilling out in the open. My Leviathan has moved up a little bit. He's not going to have any targets, and unfortunately he can't run, so I can't really get him fast. I just need to kind of hope he weathers the fire and get him ready to start putting fire down in the next couple rounds. My Dreadwing Interrupters have kind of come to hug the wall. They can't really control anyone, and they're going to be super vulnerable out in the open, so they're just going to hold this corner and wait to see what happens on the researcher next round. Coming back to over here, again, my Rhino has come up to shield my Seeker squads here. The token over here has caused me to lose a Seeker and put a wound on the researcher, but we've otherwise managed to run off over here to the back end. And again, kind of in a difficult position for Randy's forces to access. So hopefully he'll be safe and be able to kind of hug the back corner a little bit. And that's the end of my movement. We're going to go to shooting phase, which is really just 1 unit right now. That's my Sikaran versus your Sikaran.
I'm going to Shroud.
Yeah, no, makes sense. I'm obviously
and also I'll get a cover save.
Oh yeah, no, you're definitely going to cover save. And I think am I hitting your side armor on that?
So you're hitting my front, but you can't see my front, so I'll actually get a 5-up.
Right. So
because
5
you can only
up,
see my side.
Right, so 5 up on side. Okay.
Well, you're still hitting the front, but because you can't see it, I get a 5-up cover instead of a 6-up.
Gotcha. Okay, that's... vehicles are so funny. All right, so I'm going to use the missile launcher because that's the only thing that can fire, and I moved 60 inches, so I can only fire 1 weapon at full. Heavy bolters won't be able to do anything. These are the Arcus missiles. I'm going to use the regular ones, not the Pyrax, because the Pyrax can't hurt you. So hitting on 3s, and then re-rolling 1s because twin-linked. Oh, still a miss. And now these are Strength 8 versus your front armor of 13. So I'm going to need...
5s to glance, 6s to pen.
Correct.
So 1 pen.
1 pen.
So I have a 5-up and then a 5-up.
Yep.
Nope. There we go. All right,
you're safe.
So is that your turn?
I believe so, yeah, because I'm pretty sure the Leviathan's out of range. If we're just going to do a quick double check, yeah, can't touch him.
Okay.
And
as a reminder, there's 0 scoring until the end of the game. One thing that we forgot to mention in the intro, the Eschaton Imperative actually awards me victory points if I have a unit left alive in my zone at the end of the game. So that might actually make a difference because this is going to be a very low scoring game, I think.
It is, yeah.
So we will come back with my turn 1. I had just finished my movement. I'm playing a little defensive right now because he's got a lot of scary short range stuff. So I want to try to whittle him down before I move in. Fortunately for me, because he can't score anything till the end of the game, I have a little bit of time to do some maneuvering, and he can't rack up points. So hopefully that will work out in my favor. So I moved the Land Raider, shuffled him over a little bit so he can see the Arcus, he can see the Leviathan. He's got a few options there. The Assault Marines are running away from the Interrupters. They scare me. they scare the shit out of me. So they are hiding. This Arcus moved up to again. He can maybe kill the Arcus. Maybe put a few shots into the Interrupters. We'll see. And then I moved my Predator back again, aiming for that squad. We're hoping that we can kind of take the middle, and that will leave him a little exposed in the middle there. So I think we're going to start with the Proteus shooting into the Arcus.
All right.
Would you like to react?
You know what? I think I'm going to try to tank it because I'm more scared of the Arcus with its higher shots, and I think you can only make 1 last cannon and 1 Gravis last cannon to shoot him, right? So it's only going to be 3 shots coming
No,
in.
I can shoot everything, but you're going to get a cover save.
Right, but this last cannon can't see, right?
So it's from center line of the tank.
Right, but the weapon itself can't see?
It's not from the weapon, it's the center, as long as this half of the tank.
Ah, okay.
range from the weapon, but in terms of what can see,
It's
this
from
whole side of
okay.
the tank, if I can see you from here, then it can shoot.
Okay, that does change my mind a little bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and shroud against that because that is 5 last cannon shots, and I'm more scared of 5 last cannon than 5 missile without sunder.
Yeah. Okay.
So I will shroud. So I will get a 6-up cover and a shroud, right?
Yes. Okay. So the 4 shots that are not twin linked hitting on 3s, 2 hit, and then 1 that is twin linked hits. So I need 4s to glance and 5s to pen. So 2 glances and a pen.
All right. So let's do the 2 cover saves against the glances first. 6s. Make 1. And then the shroud. Ooh, make it. And then against the pen. This is the tough one. 6-up. Nope. And then 5-up. Ooh.
God damn it. Okay.
Okay.
We are just bouncing harmlessly off each other here.
Yeah, we'll see how that happens with the next round of shooting.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do next is fire the Predator over there. I'm going to aim right here for the rear of the tank and hopefully hit a bunch of your guys. So direct hit.
Nice.
So I think that hits all but him.
Okay.
Plus, right? What
Yeah.
you tell me?
I think so, yeah.
All right. So this is more than 42 inches away. So that means I'm strength 12, AP 1. So I'll start on the tank. Wounding. It's an auto glance, so basically on the 2 of pens.
Yeah.
That's a pen.
Do I get a cover save considering how much is in the way?
Yes, you'll get a 6-up cover.
All right. Magical
Don't you dare.
6. No, it's a
Okay.
opposite. Okay.
So let's see what we do. Hopefully I explode you. I do not. It's weapon destroyed.
All right. So
Which actually is pretty good. That makes that tank almost useless.
it does.
And lose the whole point. And then I hit how many guys? 4?
We said 5 because there's
5.
5 plus the commander, so it should be total of 5
5,
guys.
okay.
Right? Yeah.
So wounding on 2s. These are AP2. So all 5 wounds.
All right. So let's take these invulnerable saves since I got Scythian Pattern Aegis's. You said 5 total, right?
Yeah.
So we have 4-up shootings. I'm gonna make 3 but fail 2, so 2 guys are going to die. I'm actually gonna take them off both shields here because you know what? As much as I love the shields, they're probably not gonna do much for me now. So I think we'll be risky and let them die. So I've got all Tyrannic Greatswords left over.
Okay. So last thing I have to shoot is my Arcus. So I think what I'm going to do is shoot the missiles and this one las cannon at the Leviathan and the one las cannon that can't see the Leviathan into the Arcus. So it's 5 missiles, correct?
Correct. 5 missiles, twin linked.
Okay. So hitting on 3s
Twin linked.
and then wounding on 4s. So 3 invulns on the Leviathan.
3 5-up invuls. I'm gonna make 1 but fail 2.
Okay, and then the las cannon hits, wounds, 1 more.
Nope. So that'll put me down to 4 wounds, correct? Because they start at 7?
They start with 7, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So 4 wounds remain.
And then the 1 las cannon into the Arcus doesn't do anything. That will be the end of my first turn. On to turn 2, we'll come back with Esmon's movement. End of Esmon's movement, but before he moved, we scattered the researchers. One of them scattered over this way and failed to do another dangerous terrain test, so he's down to 1 wound.
Oh yeah, baby.
These 2 scattered over here, and obviously were picked up by his companions. And then this one scattered over here and also failed a dangerous terrain test. These guys are taking wounds like flies, and then he was scooped up by the tacticals. So why don't you walk us through your movement?
Sure. So starting over here on this end, the Seeker Squad with 1 researcher just kind of position themselves behind this corner, try to be as much out of line of sight as possible. The Rhino moved up, creating blocking line of sight so you can't shoot through there. And then the Tactical Squad has come and secured the last researcher, not needing to make any dangerous terrain tests because they are Dreadwing and so automatically pass those dangerous terrain tests. The Entrumpers that were behind here have moved over to this container area. They're gonna get ready for this flanking assault. Just because I know Randy is so scared of these, he's going to try to stay as far away as possible, apparently. My commander and his Deathwing companions have moved up to control both characters. Now, the way we've understood it is They are treated as independent characters, and they join squads as such, so you can pick on both at the same time. I don't know if the Heresy Hammer crew will tell us otherwise, maybe. FAQ that, guys. But they've got both a regular researcher and the head researcher. We'll see if they can survive a shooting attack from the Predator over there. Leviathan has also moved up to kind of try to get some more fire support. The Sakaran has also moved up, and while he only has his 3 heavy bolters, he is just going to try to provide some line of sight blocking there, keep that squad alive. Over here, the Rhino moved up, and Randy reacted with his Land Raider moving up, unfortunately immobilizing himself as he just entered the danger.
I knew that was going to happen too. That's why I didn't move into the dangerous terrain in the first turn, because I was like, as soon as this thing touches the dangerous terrain, it's going to immobilize itself, and that's exactly what happened. So,
and to try to take advantage of that, I've moved my interrupters out in front so I can block that lamp gate, just to try to keep them as far away from the 2 researchers on this side. Continuing on, Tactical Squad continued moving up. They've taken this researcher here and have essentially formed a bodyguard around him, and my other secret squad has continued to move back and bring this researcher in the back over here. Again, this researcher failed a dangerous terrain test, so he's also down to 1. So all these researchers are just bloodied up as hell from all these dangerous fumes all around this research lab.
okay, so for shooting, what do you got?
Let's start with interrupters, because this is going to be the funny one. I have a heavy incinerator, and that is going to have a 12-inch range
Here,
with torrents. And I think I can actually hit your assault squad with it. So measuring from this model here, torrent 9 inches, so up to from the base of him to here, and then this former template can actually reach out and touch 2 guys.
Okay.
Ah, yeah. Burn, baby, burn.
2 wounds.
2 wounds. We'll see whether or not that actually matters. It probably won't. But strength 6, toughness 4, so 2's to wound, and then breaching 4 up.
Double ones.
Nope,
No.
just 2 regular armor saves luckily though.
All right. 2 3-ups. Same both.
You're fine. I can't really throw anything else. I think that's that for them. Rhino can't shoot, I believe, because I don't think I have range to that type, so I don't think I can even see them. Randy, do you think Rhino can see that assault squad?
I don't think so. No, it's blocked by the Land Raider.
So he won't be able to hurt anything right now, so I think he's just going to stand still. Leviathan might be able to hit the side armor there on this Karen.
Well, you're still front facing, but
yeah.
I'll get a 5-up cover.
So I am within range with my cannons.
I'm going to shroud this.
Yep, of course. So each gun is heavy 6s, I recall.
It's going to hurt.
Nah, you'll be fine. 12 shots hitting on 2s. Oh, that's a lot of 1s. That one's a cock die, so let's reroll that. Okay, there we go. 10 hits. Strength 7 to your 13. 5s are rending, so I think...
And you also have Sunder.
And I also have Sunder, so we'll do the math on that later. So let's figure out what has Sunder. Wow, that was... Okay, so hold up. So those are rending shots.
Sunder reroll everything else.
Sunder reroll everything else.
Alright, so 4 rends total.
4 rends total. Now each of these will have a D3. Luckily they're all the same value, so we'll just do those all together. So I think those should be 3 plus 5, 8, 7, 15. So those are 2 pens there.
I think, and those don't do anything, right?
It'll be 5 plus 7, 12, 13, 14. Another pen, and that should be 13 a glance. So it should be
3 pens in 1 glance?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. All right, so I have cover, and then I also have... Shroud. All right, so the 3 pens, so 5 up, 5 up. So 1 passes, and then... Oh, save them both. Okay, and then the glance.
5, 5. Nope.
No. Okay, so he takes a wound. He's down to 3. That was lucky.
Yeah. I don't think my Volkite Cavaliers can hurt you because strength 6 for armor 13, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, that's there. And nothing else can really shoot or do anything, so I think that'll be it.
Okay. Oh, before I forget, we did do a blind test for the companions. He passed. So on to my turn 2. Okay, I finished my movement. Frustratingly, my tank is still immobilized, so I popped out my command squad to make a charge and finish off that Arcus. He has been a coward and withdrawn. So they're going to attempt to charge the difficult terrain, see what happens. Either way, they're moving closer to his lines and towards the researchers. Got to start kind of going towards him now, so I think that will work out. We'll see. Still a little scared of the Leviathan, but we'll see what happens. Over here, my assault squad has jumped over past to try to get rid of these interrupters. 2 of them were forced to hop up on here in order to maintain coherency. So I did 2 dangerous trains for them. They both passed. They'll need to take them again on the charge. The Arcus shuffled. He's going to probably try to shoot at the interrupters over there that are currently waiting for my flank, which I chose not to have come in this turn. Again, I can have them come in whatever turn I want. And then this Predator over here, I think, is going to try to soften up the interrupters for my guys. So we will go to my shooting now. Yeah, so I'm going to start with the Predator. His target is actually going to be the Rhino.
Ah, okay.
And I'll put it on the edge of the Rhino here, like so. Because
Scatter's over there with the researcher, right?
I'm a little worried of scattering onto my own guys. I mean, I do have the Decurion Locust, but I'm not had the best luck this game, so we'll see what happens. That's going to move 1 inch that way, which actually works out well for me.
I think more or less like that.
Yeah, so he's going to hit 3 interrupters and still clock the Rhino.
Mm-hmm.
So the 3 interrupters, that's 3, oh, it's cocked. 3 wounds.
Will I get a cover sneak?
Yeah, you'll get a 6-up cover. I'm shooting through a lot of stuff.
All right, let's see. No one.
So 3 dead.
3 dead. What do I do with 3 dead? Let's take, I guess, just these 3 guys out.
And then on the Rhino, it's strength 12, so it's an auto pen. Mm-hmm. So just going straight into the pen chart.
I would say I am hold down, however, considering how much is hidden. So I think I get a 5-up cover.
You'll definitely get a cover for sure.
Yeah. Nope.
Okay. All right, so I rolled a 2, which becomes a 4. So your crew stunned.
Yep, and 1 more hull point down.
I'm gonna have my Land Raider shoot these 2 at the last 2 interrupters.
Okay.
And then this 1 at the command squad, because I can just barely see from the side of the tank.
Can you, or?
Yeah, from here.
Okay.
So I'll do these ones into the interrupters, so the 2 that are not twin linked. 1 hits, 1 that is twin linked hits, and then they're dead.
2 guys dead. Yep.
And then into the command squad, 1 hits, 1 wound.
All right.
You killed the shields already, didn't you?
I do. My Oathbearer has a 5-up invul himself, so I'm wondering if I should take it on the Sergeant or if I should take it on my Centurion, which I don't want to do because that'll kill him instantly. So I think I will take it on the Sergeant with the 5-up invul. So it'll take me down. Yeah, let's see what happens. Nope. So he will be dead, and that's a 3 attack model dead. Oof.
Okay.
I'm gonna regret that.
All right. So next, I'm gonna shoot the Arcus into the interrupters over there.
Okay, and I think this is your last shooting, right? Really? Because I don't think you have anything else to shoot. I'm gonna shroud this one.
Okay. So the 5 shots, twin lights.
Still miss.
And then 2s. So that's 3 wounds from that.
Okay. So 3 shrouds. 5s. Make 1, fail 2.
And then the last cannons. Both hit.
Okay.
2 more shrouds.
2 more shrouds.
Ooh,
both of them.
nice. All right. That's going to be a leadership test for them.
It is. Let's see if they pass. 2d6. They are leadership 9. Double ones. Yeah.
They are definitely staying.
They fear no evil.
I'm going to start. My assault squad is going to charge the Rhino.
Okay.
I figured this way I can kind of get them up further the board towards that tactical squad. So they're all going to have to take dangerous terrain tests, but they're ignoring the difficult terrain modifier. It's 4, 5, 6 inches. I think they might just be in.
Let's check.
Yes.
Okay, you got it, yeah.
So just barely in.
6 inches reaches it, right?
Yeah, I think so. From like the closest point in the hull.
Oh, yeah, I say you got it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my command squad is going to attempt to charge into the Arcus.
Okay, so for that one...
Which is going to be a little bit longer.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to Overwatch this one, I think, because that's the only thing I can really do. But we'll see if you make the roll.
So it's an. They basically need a 10 here. So it's an 8-inch charge -2. So I need to roll a 10 or higher here.
Right, and I will Overwatch once that's complete.
They're in.
Oh, nice. Okay, you got it.
Just barely. All right, and then he has 2 heavy bolters.
3 heavy bolters.
3 heavy bolters.
Yeah. So 12 shots total. Hitting on 3s. Doop, doop, doop. I think that's all of them, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then winning on 3s.
Yep. How many armor saves is that?
2, 4,
7?
6, 7.
All right, 7 armor saves.
6, 7. Fail 1.
Nice.
Oh, that reminds me. I should do heavy bolters on them. I have 1 heavy bolter in here, right?
Oh, yeah, you did. You forgot about that. Let's quickly wrap that up.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is it within range? 36 inches.
It's 36. Well, this was within range.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Then, yeah.
So.
Wait, is it actually in range? Hold up.
I'm pretty sure I measured it because I moved him to be in range.
Oh, yeah. 36 inches.
Yeah. So it's 4 shots, right?
Yeah.
So the Sakaran, 4 heavy bolter shots. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Mm-hmm. So that's 3 wounds. So you'll have your armor salve plus the shroud.
So I do have the sergeant still up, so he's got artificer. So let's start with the 2 normals and then another normal. Oh, 1 more die. Okay. Oh, and he still had shroud. That's right from that one. Nope. So 1 more dead.
3 guys dead in that squad. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Yep.
So I'm going to move in for my charges, and then it's just against tanks, so we'll just do these ones off screen, I think, and we'll come back to you with the results. Mm-hmm. So we just did the vehicle combats off camera. The sergeant of the assault marines and one of the marine failed their dangerous terrain tests and died on the way in, but the rest of the squad managed to destroy the Rhino with crack grenades. Over here, I attacked it with a whole bunch of stuff, and
Wrecked it.
Fortunately wrecked it instead of exploding it, so hopefully that will kind of keep me a little protected from the Leviathan. So he's gonna have to make a choice between the Arcus and the command squad in this turn. We'll see what he does, but we'll come back with Esteban's turn 3.
So we're at the top of turn 3, and we're going to movement. So
he currently controls all of the researchers, so we didn't scatter any of them.
Yeah, none of them know how to scatter because I have all the researchers. I have taken the 2 researchers here and gone to the very edge of the corner board over here. So this tactical squad has this researcher, the secret squad over here has this researcher, and then I have detached my Moritat from the tactical squad and come back around here on a run to join this secret squad just to kind of back them up with additional wounds because, I don't know, they're the small squad and I don't know what's going to end up happening with them. But they're just there, chilling out, doing, Moritat things. Over here, I've moved my Leviathan over here to kind of get a little bit further away from the command squad, as well as kind of an open shot to this Karen. I don't know what he'll do, but he's just kind of chilling out there as well. My leader and his command squad have moved as far back away from that command squad as well, coming back over here. The Dreadwing Interrupters have moved up as well to kind of, in case they get shot or killed, they'll still be in control of those 2 models, so I'll have those 2 researchers there on either squad, depending on what happens. I have done something kind of crazy. I have taken my tactical squad in Rhino and put them in, or take this tactical squad here with this researcher, put them in the Rhino, and then move that Rhino up here, because where else would they be better safe than right next to the conversion beamer, where they're not going to get AP2'd and 1 to death. This is kind of a harebrained scream for me. I don't know if it'll actually work because this Karen can just swing around, but hopefully he won't because he'll be dead. And then, of course, the other secret squad with the other researchers over here in this corner hiding out. I do have all the researchers, but I do have to survive 2 more rounds, I believe, because it's round...
This is round 3, so not till the end of round 5 for scoring.
And round 5 for scoring, yeah. So we'll see if I can somehow pull a move out of my ass. Nice. But we'll go from there, and we're going to go to shooting.
First for shooting. What do we got?
Okay, so...
I feel like you only really have 1 shooting that matters.
Well, that's the thing. I might be able to torrent you with this guy here, so I'm going to try that. So... 9 inches and then a torrent shot there, and that hits, I don't know what the maximum is there for me. 5? Okay, 5 guys. Right? Yeah. You're telling me 5, I'll believe you, unless you want me to recount that. I believe 5, because I think that's correct, honestly, because I think no matter what way I turn it, it's 5 regardless.
I think so.
Okay, so 5 guys. Auto hitting, you're not in dangerous terrain, so no +1 to wound, but I don't need it because you're 2 up, so I'm just looking for breaching force to deal spicy wounds. Okay.
So 2 breaches.
Normal and 2 breaches, yeah.
Okay. So I'll do the 2 normal on 2 ups. Good. The Phoenix Warden has a 4-up invuln, so I'll try tanking one on him. He's good. Okay. I'll tank another one on him. He takes 1.
There we go.
So he's down to 2 wounds. And what's next?
I think we'll just go to the Leviathan Dreadnought. He's just going to open fire on your Arcus.
I'm going to Shroud.
Yeah, of course. So,
this guy's really got it in for the Arcus. We'll see what happens.
Yep. All right, so 6 Storm Cannon shots. See if these fly off where I want them to go.
Love those ones.
2 misses. 3 misses, actually. All right. And then we're looking
4s and 5s. Or, no, you need
5s
5s
and 6s, yeah, for Sunder. And then
re-roll those 3s.
Yeah.
That was much better than last time.
That is looking really amazing. There we go. Okay. So
do the 6s separately.
Yeah. I'll take the 5s out for now. The 2 6s are currently at 13, so those are glancing. So they're just auto pen.
Those are auto pens. So yeah, roll the 5s.
So those 2 will be auto pens there, and then the 5s. So that was supposed to be a 5. It dropped over. There we go. Okay. So each of these is getting.
So it's all pens, I think, right?
2, 7, 14. Yes, they're all pens.
Yeah, okay.
So 6 pens total.
6 pens. Okay.
No cover.
No cover. So just 6 Shroud saves.
Mm-hmm.
I've been lucky. I have a feeling he's dead. We'll see. He is dead. You can't explode him, so he just becomes a wreck.
Correct. Totally worth it.
And then, is that your turn?
I believe so, honestly, because I don't think I have anything to shoot except the Storm Bolter on that Rhino over there.
Which can't hurt anything.
Can't not. I do have bolt guns on these guys, but again, no target.
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
On to my turn 3. Okay, so at the start of my turn 3, I have decided to bring in my flanking assault, so I'm going to roll my disordered charge.
One.
I've only done this twice before, and I've rolled 1s both times, so let's see if the trend continues. We're good! All right, it is not disordered. We'll come back when my movement's complete. So I just finished my movement. Obviously, the Land Raider stayed because it's still mobilized. But my Assault Marines jumped up here to try to take out these tacticals.
Did they take dangerous terrain test yet?
They did not. So let me just do dangerous terrain. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 guys left in the squad. 8 dangerous terrain tests. 1 guy dies.
Yes.
Take one of the guys from the back. Over here, my flanking assault came in. The Assault Marines came over here. They're going to hopefully try to support on this side. And then the Palatines came over here. I positioned them so that they have line of sight to 1 Interrupter as well as the Companions, but they're out of sight of the Dreadnought and the other Interrupter. So if he was going to try to intercept, which he has chosen not to, he wouldn't have been able to get many shots off. That being said, he has to take a pinning test because I'm within 6 inches of the Interrupters.
We are passing with a 6.
He's good. Okay. My command squad has shuffled up here. They're going to try to get a charge on the Leviathan here.
I will, however, react on this one and be moving back 4 inches.
3 inches.
4 inches.
Heavy.
Oh, that's -1.
Reactions.
That's right. So we're going to go back 3 inches to right here. Inviting you into that delicious 6-inch difficult terrain test, or dangerous terrain test.
My Predator has just shuffled up. He's going to try to take a shot, like thread the needle here into these squads. And that is my movement. So I guess I will start with the shots here. So I want to possession over the 1 guy I can see.
Yep, and so that is this guy over here, the front guy. So you can hit everyone except the 1 Dreadwing in the back.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay.
For the Decarian Locust, has Nunciovox. It's going to be 3 inches that way.
So 3 inches that way is actually just going to hit 1 researcher, I think. Let me double check that. Hold up. Right here is where that's landing. And that is hitting a researcher and 1 wound.
Okay, so 2 hits. It's so at this range, it's strength 9, but only AP 4. So still 2s to wound and 1 wound.
2 up armor save on a normal dude. He's fine.
Good. Okay. But you still have to take a blind test.
That's right. Initiative 5. Ooh, they're blind! That's not good. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, that's not good. Oh.
Okay.
I'll leave this blank marker over to indicate they're blind. Oh, no.
My Land Raider he doesn't have a lot of options, but his one las cannon can see the rhino over there, so he's going to shoot at the rhino.
Backward shot.
So hitting on 3s, 1 hit, and then
Side armor 11. You just need 2s to glance.
I'm going to re-roll that. Go for the pen. Got a
the
pen. And then 2 becomes a 3, so shaken.
True shake on. And 2 whole points remaining.
I think that's it for shooting because I don't want to get return fired with anything. I don't think it's worth it. So we're going to go into charges. So I'm going to attempt a multi-charge into the Interrupters and the
Deathwing Companions.
Deathwing Companions. That is a...
Well, we said 6 inches here.
Yeah,
And then
but I'm for the Deathwing.
Companions will be farther because they're in dangerous terrain at that point.
So that's a 7-inch charge.
Yeah.
So -2 is 5. So I need a 5 to get in.
No, you came with jump
2.
hacks, so you'd ignore it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I need a 5 to get into both, or a 4 to get into, or no, a 3 to get into
The Interrupters. Yeah.
Interrupters. They're into both.
Nice.
Would you like to react?
They're blind. They can't really do anything. I don't think I want to react because I think they're going to die out all anyway. So I think I will leave that as is. Yeah, you just get in there.
So in with a 7 here. These guys are going to charge.
I'm going to definitely overwatch here.
Yep, that's fair. I can't really fail this charge.
Yeah.
They're in.
So we'll come back later with shooting here.
Yeah. And then
You want to make that one?
over here, let me see what the charge is.
Let me move that out of the way for a second.
So it's a 9-inch charge.
You'll get closer at least.
I don't think it's worth it because he's going to overwatch the shit out of me. And I'm
Yes, he
probably
will.
not going to make it in.
Yes, he will.
So I'm not going to charge there. So we'll come back with the
Results from
pile-ins and the overwatch. Okay, so over here he chose overwatch and inflicted 9 wounds. Because a couple of my guys were within the dangerous terrain, he had +1 to his wound roll. So I have 9 3-ups to make here. So 2 guys die.
I'll take it.
And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hammer wraths. Only on 4s. So 2 hammer wraths for you, sir.
2 armor saves, 3 ups, making 1, failing 1. Boop.
So we discussed off camera, it doesn't say whether or not these civilians count as objectives towards Heart of the Legion. So we did a roll off. And according to the roll in our game right now, they do not count as having Heart of the Legion. So if the Heresy Hammer guys want to FAQ that would also be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So according to my Legion rule, I strike first at initiative 5 on the charge. So I have 1, 2, 3 chain swords and 2 power swords.
Yep.
9 chain sword attacks. Hitting on 4s. Not a very good roll.
That's good for me. I like it.
Wounding on 4s with shred. So 2 regular saves.
2 armor saves. I fail both. Oh no.
And then I have 6 power sword attacks. Hitting on 4s. Still not very good.
Right. 2 is better than none, right?
So 2 AP 3s.
Yeah, 2 more. I do have a sergeant. No, I'll just take them off to normal dudes. We'll let that resolve.
Okay.
My guys will come back in here. I've got 4 normal dudes, and then my sergeant with Clibonite Warblade. I'll do the sergeant first. He's got 2 attacks base, +1 for a plasma pistol and sword. So hitting on 4s. 2 hit. We are strength 5, AP 3, rending 6 up.
So 1 wound.
1 wound, yep.
Okay, so 1 guy dies.
And then I've got 4 normal attacks back.
None hit.
Nothing.
So I win by 4.
You do win by 4, unfortunately. Leadership 8. So Randy, check this out. My leader's all the way over there, but I can draw a line of sight to him from my squad. So I do get a +1 bonus for my warlord trait, which is the what's it called?
So it's not. So you're down to leadership 5 then.
Yes, instead of leadership 4. So maybe I can make it. I believe. Oh yeah,
Oh, there
I
you
make
go.
it. Yeah.
All right, we are stuck in combat.
We are. I like it.
Okay, and then we'll come back with the Palatine Blades versus all. Okay, so fortunately, I managed to blind the companions, which means that they are weapon skill 1 right now. And even though my squad is just disordered for multi-charging, I still get my initiative bonus. I also have Sonic Shriekers, which isn't going to impact the companions right now because they're hitting me on 6s, but it will impact the Interrupters. They're going to have -1 to hit. But I'll be striking first with my spears, and then everybody else will be striking at the same time as your warlord, who's initiative 5.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll start with, I have 2 spears into the Interrupters.
Okay.
They're only weapon skill 4, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So they're hitting on 3s, 2 hit, and then a strength 6, AP 3, breaching, and murder strike 6 up. So 2 AP 3s.
So those will just be the 2. Or sorry, it'll be the 1 Marine dead, and then the Artificer Armor Sergeant. He's fine.
Okay. And then just for ease, I'm going to do the Charnable Sabers into them as well.
Yeah, just wrap it up.
Because there's 1 Charnable Saber into them. So hitting on 3s, 2 hit, and then wounding on 4s, breaching on 5s. So 1 more save on him. He's
That's
dead.
it. He's dead, Jim.
Okay. I have 2 spears going into the companions that are going to be striking first. One of them is the sergeant, so he has an extra attack, so it's going to be 5 attacks.
These are initiative 6, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm hitting on 2s right now. And then wounding on 2s, but really looking for sweet, sweet 6s. So 2 murderous strikes and 1 AP 3.
All right. The 2 murderous strikes and they're breaching, right?
Yes.
So I think I do just take him off the 2 companions because I don't want my leader dying quite yet. So he will stand alone now.
But he does take a wound. Or he needs to take a 2-up save.
Correct. How many 2-up saves remaining? 1? Or was it 2?
It's just 1.
Just 1. Okay.
Yeah, he's good.
He's fine.
All right, so now he attacks at the same time as my Charnable Saber.
Right.
As my Charnable Saber.
So I've got 3 attacks. A weapon skill 5 to your weapon skill 5, right?
You're blind, so you're weapon skill 1 right
That's
now.
right. Sorry. So
You're hitting on 6s.
Come on, dice. Don't fail me now. Nope.
No, okay. So I'm going to pile in here.
Oh boy, this is looking a little rough.
And these guys are technically part of his squad right now, so they're still in combat.
Yep.
So these are all my Charnable Sabers. We decided before the game that my attacks don't spill over onto the researchers unless I want them to.
Yeah.
Just because I'm trying to keep them alive right now so I can have them on my side.
Exactly, yeah.
So these are just going into the Warlord, hitting on 2s. All hit. And then wounding on 4s, but looking for 5s and 6s to breach. Not great. So there's 2 breaches and 2 2-up saves.
All right. So the 2 2-up saves, we're both fine there. And then we're going to 5-up invols. Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
Save them both. Okay.
Stuck.
So we're going to pile in here, and then we will come back with Esteban's turn 4. Walk us through your movement.
So top of 4, there's not much I can do. Rhino's going to continue its mad dash into enemy territory. I've kind of blocked the Predator in. Marines have walked out, ready to crack and grenade this Predator that's been annoying me all game. Likewise, Gears have pulled out of the corner here, and then my Dreadnought has pulled out as well. They're just kind of trying to get to this side here. This is kind of especially important because this Leviathan wants to try to shoot the Land Raider. I don't know if I'm in range yet, but we'll see right now. And these Gears can just take some pot shots at this command squad. Maybe cause a wound or 2 somewhere. We're obviously still stuck in combat over here with my lone leader. He is still blind and won't be unblinded until the end of my turn. So if you can just make 1 more turn alive, we might have some fun. But we'll
Keep
see.
dreaming.
Keep dreaming, right? Coming over here, the Mortet is detached. He's going to just go in, ready to charge into this squad here, help out this tactical squad out.
Did you activate his jump pack? Or
I
no?
did not. No.
Okay.
I just walked him over because he's going to just walk over there and just.
So he still is doing a difficult terrain for the charge.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So he could fail it.
He could fail it, but hopefully not. Because he does detach from himself, he does revert to his own Deathwing mode at least, so he'll at least get his bonuses. Just no auto passing dangerous terrain tests. And then these Seekers are staying here because they already have perfect line of sight to this squad here, and I'm gonna see if I can get lucky and ping a few guys off in a moment.
Okay. So what's first?
You know what? Let's start with that Leviathan because I want to actually check to see if it's within 24-inch range of that Land Raider because I want to.
I think you are.
I am just barely tapping it right.
Yeah.
There it is, just on the taps.
You got it.
So even though it's a bit of a long shot, I do want to destroy that Land Raider because if it's still there, it's still there.
I'm trying to think, do I want to, because what else do you have shooting? You have the Seekers there, your Seekers there.
I don't think you can shroud because you're immobile, right? You have to be able to move.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm immobilized. I can't shroud.
Yeah.
You're right. So never mind. Ignore my mumbling.
So 12 shots going into you, hitting on 2s. So almost everything. And then looking for 5s and 6s.
With Sunder. Ooh, that's good.
Oh yeah, that's looking real delicious already. Pull these ones out for the Sunder roll. So I've got 3 5s already and 1 6. Gonna pull those off to the side. Oh, there we go. 2 more 6s. So I've got 3 6s and 3 5s. Starting with the 5s first. Adding D3 to each one. That'll be 3 and 5, 8 plus 7, 15. So that's a pen.
I don't think the other ones do anything.
No, they won't, because that'll be 5,
That's a
6,
13.
6, 13. Yeah, nothing there. So those won't do anything else. The 3 pens, however, or sorry, the 3 6s, because those are now 13. I just need 1s and 2s to glance, and they'll all be pens. So it'll be a total.
It is a wreck.
Yeah, because 5 pens. Yeah. Woo! I did it. All right. Okay, I don't feel so bad about myself now. Continuing on with shooting.
I ran out of smoke plumes, so we're going to have to do the old-fashioned way and turn them over. Thankfully, I actually painted the underside.
All right. Okay. One of these Kraken bolters is going to open fire here.
I'll shroud here.
Of course. I'm going to be using their breaching shots. So these are going to be breaching, I believe, 5 up or 4 up and 24-inch range. So all with range. Quick rule check to make sure I got those correctly, because the Seekers I don't get to use too often, unfortunately. They are using their Scorpius round, so they're breaching 4 up, actually. Apologies. And they are strength 5. Oh, wow. Didn't realize they were stronger. So 4 shots hitting on 2s, and 4s will be precision shots going where I want them to go. So let's check. So all of them are precision shots because I've got 3 6s and a 4, so they will go where I want them to. Strength 5, so we're looking for 3s to wound. With
Why are you only Oh, yeah, because one guy's dead. Okay.
Yeah. So that's right, only 4 shots. Only 1 wounds and it's not even breaching. That makes me super salty, actually.
Who's it going to go on?
Let's put it on the Power Maul guy, because I think just making him take a 3 up armor.
I do have a shroud, so 3 up, 5 up. Good.
You're fine. Makes me sad.
What's next?
Back over here to the other squad. I guess we're just going to try to take Kraken shots into your squad over here. Same thing.
I will shroud again, because
you have 2 shooting reactions, right?
I have 2 shooting reactions.
Yeah. So let's just see if I hit. Wow.
Hit once.
Not even precision. It is breaching at least.
So I have a 6 up cover shooting through Leviathan, and then a 5 up shroud. All right, so the guy on 1 wound goes down.
I think he's the last guy in the back with an axe or something.
Yeah. So you kill 1.
Yeah. Killed 1 at least with 1 wound. This is not looking good. It's fine.
Okay.
I think we'll just go to assault phase next.
All right.
Which I guess first we're going to start with my tactical marines assaulting here.
I'm going to overwatch with my Volkite.
Makes sense.
I can only see with one of them.
Yeah. I will make it with a beautiful 4. We're obviously going to resolve combats over there. And then
here, let me just do I'll do my overwatch real fast here.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. 3 saves.
3 armors. Oh, 1 dead.
And then Deflagrate. 1 more.
Yep. So just 1 marine.
All right. Well, at least he kills 1 before he gets crack-grenaded to death.
At least. And then all these guys will just get in here because we love using crack grenades, don't we? Woo. Okay. And then the next charge, because that's resolving already there, is this lone Moritat into the assault squad.
Double ones, double ones, double
Please
ones.
no, please no. Okay,
he's
there you go. And he's got rad grenades, so yeah.
Yeehaw.
Okay, we'll start resolving combats then.
What do you want to do first? It's your rodeo.
Since we're already over here, let's just resolve this.
Okay, so your guy strikes first.
So Moritat has 3 attacks base, +1 for charging, so 4 total. This is a Tyrannic Greatsword, so these are all AP3, so I'm not really caring about breaching or rending right now.
Hits twice.
Oof. Yeah, weapon skill 5 to weapon skill 4, so that's why it's hitting twice. And looking for 2s because strength 6. Yeah,
right.
2
So
AP3s.
that kills the 2 chainsword guys, so it's just power swords left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go... let me just do my return. It'll be fast. I'm just going to do...
So you still have initiative 5.
No, I'm initiative 4. So we're striking at the same time. I'm just going to get mine out of the way.
Gotcha.
So
okay.
I'm going to strike into the tactical squad, not into...
The one Moritat. Makes
Moritat.
sense.
So hitting on 4s. 2 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Winning on 4s. Kill... nothing. Do nothing. All right.
Nice.
This squad is not long for this world.
We'll do the 4 regular Marines.
2 hits.
2 hits. And... Ooh, reroll that one. 2 wounds. 2 armor saves. Sergeant, a bit closer.
The squad is still alive.
And then 3 attacks from the sergeant. 2 hits. And then strength 5 to your down toughness 3 because rad grenades, so 2s to wound. There we go. 2 AP3s.
So yeah, that's the rest of the squad dead.
Yep. I did it. Haha. No. And I guess we'll just consolidate. And, we'll consolidate this direction a little bit to get away from those jump packs that are slowly making their way towards me.
All right. What's next? Do you want to watch your warlord die, or do you want to do...
We might as well, because we're going to go, I guess, from my side to that other side. So
okay.
let's
I'm going to be cheesy and issue a challenge.
No, now you're going to... Now, hold up. I'm a lone model. I can't actually not refuse or accept, so it's regardless. It's going to be in combats regardless. But
Well, yeah, but you can only kill one guy.
no,
now.
that's fine. I'll accept.
So I'll challenge you with a Charnable Saber.
That's fine.
Right here. All right, so you strike first now.
3 attack space.
And 6s.
Oh,
Got one hit.
Strength 6, toughness 4s, 2s.
That does nothing.
No.
Okay. All right. So I have my 4 Phoenix Power Spears. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hitting on 2s again. And then really hoping for some 6s here.
Nothing. All 2s.
So no 6s, but 4 2-ups.
4 2-ups. Oh, 1.
Takes 1.
He's down to 2. Oh, wait. Down
to 1.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
And then I have 6 Charnable Sabers, so 3.
Live.
9.
Live. I believe in myself.
And then 3 more. So nice hitting on 2s.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy it. This is the last turn you're getting it.
And then hopefully it's all I need. 4s, but really 5s for the breaching. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 breaches.
Oh, crap.
And 3 2-ups.
All right. Well, let's just do the 3 2-ups right now just to make myself feel better about it. Oh,
you feel better about that?
No, I don't. That's fine. My warlord is dead. No.
Okay. So now that puts my guys in control of the 2
guys over
there, and they're just gonna hop over this way.
And then last but not least is the 9 crack grenades into your predator in the rear. So these auto hit, and then we're just looking for
4s. It's strength. It's
rear armor 10, right? Yeah. Okay.
So that's enough to wreck it.
Yep, it's wrecked. Goodbye. I think that is it then. Yeah. End of my turn 4, man. Off to your turn 4.
Yes. Come back with my movement.
Wish.
So it's my turn 4. There's some carnage on the board here. And like with these low point games, like a lot of stuff is destroyed. There's not much left on the board. But So I moved up here with my Salt Marines to take out the Seekers who have one of the researchers. He chose to use a movement reaction to move back here. Because he did that, I chose to advance up with my Palatine so I can kind of pincer charge the Dreadnought here and hopefully take it out. I did have to roll 10 dangerous terrains, or 11 dangerous terrains, which I passed, thankfully. Mm-hmm. And then these guys shuffled up so that they could...
also mob the Dreadnought.
Also mob the Dreadnought, yes. I'm not going to bother shooting anything because all of my shooty stuff is destroyed, and all the things I would shoot at can hurt me more than I can hurt them in the return fire. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I think I'm going to just go straight into the charge, and I'm going to start with the Palatines charging into the Dreadnought.
I'll overwatch here. That'll be my reaction immediately.
Go for it.
So that's the guns, or the storm cannons first. That's a cock dice. Okay, 1 and 1. So 3 miss so far. And then
2s and 5s.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, it's awful.
So 1 rend and 6
armor. Yeah.
I'll take that. Can you pass me 6 more dice?
Yep. That's 7 there, actually. Sorry.
Okay. So the 6 saves all passed. Mm-hmm. And then I'll just put a wound on one of the Charnable Sabers.
Right.
And then you have your Volkite nipples.
The Volkite guns will go next. Ooh, wow. 3 misses. That's awful. Oh, no, they're twin linked. I forgot. So they should be...
Still 2 misses.
Oh, that's awful. Okay.
And then
Strengths,
2s.
Yep, 2s. Oh, it's awful. So 3 armor saves.
Pass them.
You're fine. And the Phosphex will just pop right on top of them. Let's just see where it goes.
It's gonna hit. It's gonna.
Well, it's gonna go. Yeah, basically, I put it wherever it makes the most sense, essentially, because it'll be.
So 5, 6.
I think it's 6. Yeah,
right,
6. Okay, 6 total wounds. Or sorry, 6 total hits. It's poison 3 up.
So that's
5 AP 2s.
Yes. I do have an apothecary.
Yep.
Oh, that reminds me. So let me do the apothecary save from the storm cannon.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just do them all together because it doesn't. So it's 5 and then 1 more from the storm cannon.
Yes.
So 6 total. 5 ups.
Dang.
Okay, so 1 guy dies and 1 guy takes a wound. There. All right.
Yeah.
That could have been much worse.
That could have been much worse indeed, but it's fine. I'll take the 1 model kill.
So then these guys are in on a 4, becomes a 6.
Yep.
But then I need to make 10 dangerous trains.
Yep.
5. Can you pass me 5 more dice?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. All ones.
Let me do the guy on 1 wound first. He's dead.
Yes.
And then everybody else. So 1 more guy takes a wound, and the guy on 1 wound dies. And then I'm going to charge in with my command squad over here. They're in on anything but a double 1, so let's see what happens. They're good.
So close.
All right, so we'll come back for that. But before we do, charging in with my Assault Marines over here.
Yeah.
What's the...
So you're looking at a 7-inch charge, so
it becomes a 5. Okay. So I need a 5 to make it in here. They're in on a 7.
Nice.
It's a 9. You still have another reaction, right?
No, my Warlord's dead.
Oh, right. Okay. We'll come back after I do my moves. So I've done my pile-in moves here. I'm going to do all of the Phoenix Power Spears from both squads together because everyone's the same weapon skill. So I'm hitting on 5, or I'm hitting on 4s because we're all weapon skill 5. Here's the first batch.
So many dice.
And a few more. I'll just roll them here so I'm not knocking anything. Not great.
I mean, you're hitting with a lot of 6s at least. Would have preferred this.
I want the 6s for the wound roll.
Well, maybe they'll roll 6s again.
So these are strength 6, so I need the 6s regardless.
Yep.
But the 6s are also breaching and murderous strike.
Yeah, those will be interesting.
The 6s are going to be real nice if I get any. I got 1 6.
Okay.
So it's not enough to kill you, but it could hurt you.
5 up invul. Nope, we're fine.
Make it. Okay. So now you strike back.
No,
wait, hold on.
sabers, right?
No, I have my lightning claws.
Lightning claws, right.
Yeah, all right. So my lightning claws hitting on. So I have 3. So that's 15 attacks hitting on 4s.
Dread not live. Dread not live.
And then 6s with shred. Alright, so that's 1 so far. Just 1. This is going to be...
Nope.
Okay.
So he's
So knock it down to 3. Alright, so now you do your attacks back.
Alright. Just 3 attacks with my kicks. Using my shins.
Got 2.
So strength 8
2
at
is
least.
to wound.
Yeah.
Watch these kill. Who are you attacking, by the way?
Let's put them all into the jump pack squad.
The
no,
Phoenix?
let's put into Palatine Blades. Yeah, the command squad.
Okay. So 2 ups, but these will instant death me if I fail. Good.
No, damn.
Okay, so I'm winning combat at least.
At least.
So let me do my power fists first. So that's 3, 6, 9, because those are more likely to actually do something. Hitting on 4s.
Okay.
There we go.
And now looking for 4s again.
Yeah.
See if you can get it.
Give me 3 4s. No.
1. Can I live? Yes.
And then I have the power axes. That's
4s and 6s, man. I believe in you. You only need 3 more.
And at least you can't snipe me in your final turn.
That's fine. I would rather have you locked in combat than taking my other guys from me.
Nothing.
Nope.
All right, so we are locked in
combat.
And then we'll go over across the table to the Assault Marines versus the Seekers.
Yep.
Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3 Hammer of Wraths. 2.
All right, so 2 3-ups. We're fine.
Good. All right, and then I strike first. So there was one guy who got killed by dangerous terrain, right?
Previously, yes.
Yes. So I have 9 guys in the squad, and all of them except the sergeant are second initiative 5. So I'll do my power maces first. So that's 6 attacks.
This probably will wipe out the squad on
Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 2s at AP 3. So 3.
That'll just be 3 guys, yeah.
Okay. And there's 1 guy left. I have my chainsword attacks. Fours with shred.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm hoping he lives.
Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
10 armor saves, my god. Alright, well boys, for all the jelly beans, 10 3-ups, because I don't have Artificer armor on this guy.
Nope.
No!
That was close! Just 1-1!
Oh. That would have been, it would have been
Slanesh is laughing at you right now.
You know what?
It hurts so good.
It actually would have been worse if I had made it all, because then I couldn't shoot you this following turn.
It's true.
But that's fine.
Okay. So I'm going to consolidate, and then we're going to move on to the last turn of the game. We'll do Espon's turn 5.
Yep.
All right, what we got?
All right, top of the 5. It's not looking too good. I'm kind of stuck everywhere, but my Marines have moved up a little bit as my Mortar has also activated his jump pack. I'm going to take a dangerous terrain test now, by the way, for that. He's fine. Randy has reacted back.
Yeah, so I made it harder for his bolters to... He's not going to be able to wipe out my whole squad with the bolters, so
it's going to be
a chance I could survive this volley.
A chance. We'll see. Over here, obviously, we're stuck with the Leviathan. Can't do much. My Marines have jumped back into the Rhino, just leaving up here for sake of ease, and he's backed up as much as possible. So this is the safety Rhino. There's no way he can kill him, come over here, kill me, and get out, hopefully. And we'll see how that rolls out. And then these guys have also just shimmied as much as possible just to try to get myself some more room, because I'm hoping to survive this and just lock him up in combat for another round. But if not, it might be a little tricky to survive. But we'll see. We'll see. I guess we're going to go to shooting, though.
Yeah. Shooting everything you got into my...
So I have to do some funny things here, because first I have to shoot bolt pistols. Because even if I kill everyone here, if he's alone, I can't control him. Even with him charging in, because he's an independent character. So this squad has to somehow get in there and survive. This is going to suck a lot. I'm going to fire 4 bolt pistols and 1 plasma pistol. So I'm just going to borrow your tray here. Let's start with that plasma pistol first. It does hit. 2 to wound, and it is a breaching.
Okay.
So I guess I'll just put it on a normal Marine, yeah?
I'll put it on one of the guys who's in like partial cover, so I'll get it. Actually, you know what? I'll still kill him. Make your charge harder.
Makes sense. And then 4 bolt pistols. Oh,
2 hits.
2 hits.
One
And just
wound.
1 more wound.
Good.
All right. Now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Marines left. Mortet has 2 plasma pistols. If I chain fire you, I can't charge, but the Marines can. And maybe I can make it, but chances are you keep your power fist alive, which means he probably wrecks the sergeant. But maybe I can make it. What do you think, Randy? Chain fire is the way to go?
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna give you advice here. This is the end game, baby.
Right. I'm going to do the silly thing because I'm going to hope these tactical Marines can make a long distance charge here. We're going to go for the chain fire.
You have to do 2 at a time because I think if it.
Yeah, if anyone fails, well, I'll have to do them 1 at a time. So the minute one rolls 1, that one stops firing. So first pistol going off, 2 hits, 1. There it is.
So
1 gets hot. Do I die from it? Ooh, that's a wound already. That's not good.
like that.
Okay.
The second pistol.
Next pistol, hit. Oop. Hit. Okay. So 7 total hits so far.
Okay, much better.
2 to wound, looking for force breaching. Doop.
Okay, so 4 breaches and 1
Armor save.
armor save. Okay.
Probably not going to work out here, but we'll see.
Armor save is good.
Okay.
So 4 guys die.
Frustrating. Absolutely frustrating.
I will have to take a leadership.
You will take a leadership, and I hope you fall back. Actually, that's actually going to suck if you fall back. Because you're going to roll 3d6 in a direction I don't want you to go. All right. Take your leadership check, because that's the only shooting that's happening.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. They're good.
Okay, they're good. Charges. This tactical squad's going to make that long, lonely charge. It is literally going to be a 10-inch charge. -2.
So
12.
you need double 6s here.
I shouldn't have fired chain fire.
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Randy, I think you win this then, because no matter what I do, I cannot win. So I don't want to see my dreadnought, my beautiful dreadnought destroyed, but you got it because you have the head researcher and 2 researchers. That's 5 points to my 3 points.
Plus
so.
D3 for...
Actually, you don't have anyone alive right now in your own deployment zone.
Well, if the dreadnought dies, they shuffle in.
Okay, let's test that. I don't want to lose that battle. Let's see if he survives.
Okay, we're gonna. I'm pretty sure the Emperor's Children have won this, but we're gonna, for the sake of honor, see what happens with the dreadnought.
So we're gonna do 2 rounds of combat here to resolve this, because
my power spears strike first because they're reach. They have higher initiative. All the power spears together, because again, everybody's the same weapon skill.
And you know, let's just do this twice, because it is going to be 2 rounds of combat we're trying to resolve. So if you win any one of those, you'll get it.
Okay, 4s, and then I need one more, and then I need a couple 6s here would be really nice.
No 6s, no 6s. No 6s. All right.
Okay, so then you strike back next.
Oh, right, because I get 3, and then...
All right, at the same time as my other ones.
Yeah.
2 hits. 2 wounds. Into the command squad?
Yeah, and the command squad. Yeah, just keep it into that command squad.
Command squad's good. And then I have my lightning claws to...
I will live. Live, I tell you. Oh, 1 cocked dice. Oh, it's a 1. There we go. That one wasn't cocked originally. I think you knocked it into cocked, right?
Oh,
Should have been 4.
And then 6s of shred. Come on.
Yeah, no 6s, no 6s.
I've not made like a single 6 in this entire combat. Okay, 1.
Oh, there we go. There we go. 1 6.
Okay, down to 2
okay.
wounds.
Down to 2 wounds. Okay.
And then I have I'll do my power fists.
1 cock.
Cocks. So that's 2 hits. 4s. 1 more wound.
Boy. Oh no, it's down to 1.
Down to 1. And then I have my power axes. So
oh boy. Oh boy. I believe.
That's your mistake. 4s.
Okay.
And then nothing.
Nothing. Okay.
Okay, so next round of combat, I only need to knock 1 more wound off of you.
That's right.
And then a few more. That was not 4 originally. I gotta get at least 1 6 from my power spears. This is the problem with weapons that need a 6. They never give you 6s when you need them.
You had a 6 earlier. I just saved it.
There we go.
Oh,
2 6s.
boy. Okay.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you put this evil on me. There we go.
Oh, okay.
How far does he explode?
He explodes
2 inches.
2 inches. Okay, it's not gonna matter.
It's not
Because
gonna do anything. Okay, so I get D3 points for being in my own objective.
Yeah, because you'll just
Yeah, so
consolidate.
I'll just consolidate over there. So I have 2 points for that.
Yep.
And then 3 points for the head researcher.
Right.
1 point for the other researcher over there.
Yep.
And then 1 point for the researcher here.
And I will have 3 points for the 3 riches I have currently. So
Yes.
it'll be.
So it's going to be 7-3.
All right. Well,
All right.
not a great game for
game.
me, but.
All right, we'll come back with you guys with a post-game wrap-up. Okay, we're back. So final score, 7-3 for the Emperor's Children, securing those researchers. And then also, I mean, the Dark Angel's Rite of Wars, they're so swingy because like making that whole middle ground difficult terrain is really strong. But then it comes at the price of like costing you points potentially.
Exactly, yeah. And really, I think it did a good job of clearing out your rear line. It's just you were able to swing your command squad back in at the very last moment to really finally cinch it in your favor. I mean, you already had it at that turn 5, but extra points is always extra points, even if it is only D3 for this Rite of War. But to be honest, yeah, the Dark Angel Rite of Wars are really funny. They're strong, but they're funny.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that because some of the Rite of Wars are either atrociously bad or way too good. So it's nice that there's like a little bit of a balance with them where it's like you get a lot of really good buffs, but they come at the cost of
this,
stuff like that. But not, I mean, it could have made a big difference. I think I probably was going to win either way with that, without it. At the end there, I mean, like, because I know you thought I probably should have had my flanking assault come in a turn earlier, but I really I was like, I've had such terrible like things happen with like interrupters cause me nightmares. So I was like, I don't want to come in to a full squad of interrupters overwatching, like intercepting me. Like I needed to whittle them down first.
Which you did, I'll give you that, honestly. It is only D3 each, and honestly, I think you had room to kind of place them like in a fair distance away and not have to take the whole squad, maybe just 2 or 3 of them, honestly.
Yeah.
But it still worked out in the end for you. You got your squads in and you were able to move them up. I will say I did mess up with the Mortat a little bit, not just on the last round there with the chain fire, but not engaging him with the other squad. I sent him in to go help that 4-man squad that really could have been wiped out already with where they at, because you couldn't issue a challenge. Yeah. My sergeant already had a power sword with strength 5 AP3. He could have wiped out that last 4-man without help. Yeah. That Mortat should have jumped instead in front of the full 10-man, chain fired into them, and forced you to deal with him, wasting your time and your movement rather than mopping up something that was already kind of decided over there.
Yeah, I mean, I was really trying more to keep you tied up in the corner there than anything else, because I was like, if I can get my other assault squad over there, like, and you can't move much further away, then they have a better chance of taking out the Seeker squad and getting another researcher away from you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's interesting with the flanking assault. Like, this is only my like 3rd time running it. You have to like think hard about it, because unlike Deep Strike, you're telegraphing where you're going to come in from the first turn. So even if you like get to pick the turn you come in, it's still a bit of a risk, and you have to plan it well.
It is. I will say though that the fact that you do get an edge essentially is kind of neat. I mean, Deep Strike has its own problems, which I think the main problem is that you scatter. Yeah. And I think that's what really is the difference between, because the flanking assault will bring you in the exact location you need to, even if it is telegraphed, as opposed to Deep Strike where you'll place them, and if you can still scatter off somewhere if you're unlucky.
Which might be changing in the next edition from the leaked pages that I'm sure everybody who's watching this has seen.
It's still a psyop. I don't believe it. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
So yeah, we're getting in our last kicks with 2.0 here. They released another campaign. It's a Zone Mortalis game. We'll try to get that one done next week. They're going to release 2 more next month. And yeah, hopefully we'll get a few more 2.0 games in on the challenge before the new edition drops, and we all scramble to learn the rules.
New edition, new rules, new headaches, more FAQs needed, always.
Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel. Let us know if there's any mashups you want to see, anything you want us to talk about during our podcasts, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.
Adios.